There are a lot of underused and underplayed locations in this game, so I wanted to go over 3 different locations and the best spots to land inside those locations. So this first one, it's right next to Snobby Shore. If you haven't seen it yet, you probably don't like soccer because there is a soccer field in this one. So if you want to get some friends and come over to this location, just pause the video and figure out where it is on the map, because I did mark it. I did it for each of these ones. But this is a low amount of players, but a decent amount of loot, I would say. It's not going to be extraordinary, but you can probably find upwards to 4 to 5 chests here. I'm pretty sure at the very least you'll find 3 chests here. If you don't find more than that, then I'm sorry. You just got unlucky that match. But if you get really lucky, I would say you could probably find 6 chests here. So I land right here at this auto car repair shop, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. There's one car there, so I don't think that business is really booming or anything. But I get myself a 3-round burst, a green one, and then I also get the pump shotgun with some minis. So that was a really good drop right away. So now I know I can definitely compete in any sort of battle that I get myself into. So I was having trouble figuring out where this chest was, but inevitably I found it. I just had to run around. I'm pretty sure I go up some stairs. I actually build up here and I'm like, ooh, a door. And then here's the chest inside here. So definitely look there, and I switch out my 3-round burst for the AR. That's typically what I would suggest doing unless you're in love with the 3-round burst. But then I hear some footsteps right here. So this is a pretty good strategy, I would say. I learned it from a friend. Use this right-hand advantage and peek out the door. You can see this guy, you're going to see what his next play is. And I just figure, you know, he's probably not going to hit me enough to kill me. I have this med kit and I have at least 1 more mini. So I'll be at 25 less health than I was. I probably could have played that a little bit better. But there's also a chest right above me. I'll show you how to get to that one in a second. What are your guys' favorite sort of like strategies when you hit these buildings? I feel like going soccer field first could be a viable option, but I would rather have someone else go to soccer field, make all that noise, and I go to an outskirt building, whatever it may be, and then go in there and kill them afterwards, because I know that for the most part someone's gonna land here. I would say most games you'll probably run into 1 or 2 people here. I doubt in any sort of game you're going to run into 3, 4, 5 people. At most I would say 3, but I don't think you'll ever run into 4 people coming to this spot on the map. And there's definitely a lot of options afterwards. If you want to go to Tilted and have a little bit more fun, rush some people. Killing people at Tilted, especially the ones who are last alive, basically guarantees you good loot. So if you have the skills, I would definitely say go to Tilted and try to get some kills there, because you're going to end up with way better loot than landing here. But I mean, this is definitely a good starting off place for getting decent loot. I would say pretty good loot, like average loot. Compared to any big city, it's a little bit below average, but you know, this is pretty average loot for any spot you're going to land, unless you're landing like Tilted, Pleasant, or Retail for the most part. But this is a really good spot to land, so I do enjoy that one. I can definitely see myself running there every time I go to Snobby Shores. That's where I'll typically go to. Now let's get on to our next spot. So this place is right next to Pleasant. It's called the Motel. This, again, will probably have 2 to 3 people at most. Sometimes it has no people. But for this one, I typically like to land inside the motel. That way, I get most of the loot. I'll probably end up with a shotgun and be able to fight anyone who landed on the outside buildings. If someone lands here with me, I'm pretty confident in my ability to kill them. But in this one, I would say inside the motel, I'm pretty sure there's about 4 to 5 chest spawns. You're probably not going to get all of them, but maybe 2 to 3 chests will spawn on average. If you get lucky, more will spawn. If you get really unlucky, you probably will get 1. I doubt you're ever going to just come here and not get a single chest. But I'm starting off with a deagle, which I do love, the hand cannon, and then the executioner. Pick up an SMG. I'm getting all sorts of guns. I got a shotgun now, and then there's also a chest right here, which I didn't need to break this really, but I could have went up on that left side and gotten to it quicker. But I find myself a shield. I can't really hear the volume, but I think at this point I hear someone. So I'm just trying to reorganize my reorganize my inventory and get ready for this fight. Pick up this ammo, and I think he's going to come through this front door. So I missed that first shot. This was my first game on. I was a little bit rusty, but finish him off with the one pump. Then after I hit this motel, typically, like I ran over here just to see if he missed anything. But then I go to the 18-wheeler, which is definitely the best option here, I think. Hit the back, hit the back and then go for the front. Go to the front two houses after you hit the 18-wheeler, this little pool, and then also this little building. I don't know if a chest can spawn there, but who knows? Maybe there's going to be a scar or a shield sitting on the ground. So I would say there's really no harm in checking that place before you start going over to these houses. And typically, again, you'll find maybe 2 people here. Thankfully, I only found 1 person, but sometimes there's someone over here looting this house, and no one actually went here this time. So a pretty lonely spot, even lonelier than Lonely Lodge on Valentine's Day. So I would suggest going here if you don't feel too confident in your ability to kill people. If you're super confident, then you can go other places, but this is for newer players who want decent loot and also want to get that experience of those gun battles, because really there's no guarantee that someone's not going to land in a particular spot that you may enjoy a lot, or that you may think like there's no way someone's coming here. And here's another spot. This one's pretty close to Shifty Shafts and Tilted Towers alongside Snobby Shores. But this one's a little bit more out of the way than everyone else. So if you land here, just know you're going to have to run quite a long ways. But I would say this is the best loot out of the 3. But there's also more people who come here. I would say on average 3 people land here, upwards to 5, and possibly you could be the only one landing here sometimes. But I would say on average about 3 people land here. I'm pretty sure 3 people landed here in this game. And I landed here one more time to just check it out, and I'm pretty sure 3 or 4 people landed here. The first game I played, this was the second one. So I decided to land at these kind of corner buildings. That's what I like to do personally. I like to land at the corner buildings, listen around, just try to hear for anyone around me in the bigger buildings, and then I will push them. So this is like one man's loot. One man's trash loot is another man's golden loot, and this definitely helped me kill someone. Thankfully, he didn't pick up this pistol coming up. See, just a noob play by me. I don't know. I'm just trying to get in the mindset of maybe some more beginner players and what kind of strats they would use. But I pick up this pistol. Definitely better for close range than the 3-round burst. End up spraying him down, getting that loot. And right here I mess up. I build right there. I should have built on that left side, so then I could have jumped in. Like right where right where the stair I'm standing on is, I should have built it facing the chest, or even I could have just jumped from that stair that was already built. And I think I could have gotten on there, but I end up just saying fuck it and destroying that chest so no one else can get it, because you know, if I'm not getting it, fuck everyone else. I don't want you to have it. I find this green AR, and then I'm just keeping the pistol temporarily just so I can get that close range battle going. So right here I build pretty quickly, and then I hear more shots, so I decide to push this guy because I don't want to get shot from the back while in a gun battle. I kill him pretty easily with the pistol, and then I soon see another guy rushing up, and he's going to try to build, but I just spray down the stairs and end up killing him pretty easily when he runs back around right there. And then thankfully he just brought me a shotgun, so you know what? I'm going to take that shotgun and I'm going to run with it. But actually, I won this game. I would say, in solo, I probably win like 1 out of every 5 games, at least now. My stats probably don't show that. It's probably like 1 out of every 10 games, but I won 1 out of 4 games doing this strategy, and I feel like if I was paying more attention and trying a little bit harder, I could have definitely competed in some other ones. But that truck can have a chest. Another thing you probably don't want to miss out on, there's a bunch of pallets here. So make sure you're going to the pallets and hitting them. The wood pallets, they get you about maybe 40 to 60 wood each time. So this is a pallet right here. Let's see how much wood. I got 51 wood. I would say that's pretty average if you are hitting those circles. So make sure you try to hit those. And you could end up getting like 500 to 600 wood just from pallets. That one I got 61, and I'm kind of confused. Where's this chest? I was like, okay, it must be up there. And then I missed that. I was going to jump on that and go to the top and break in. But I knew there was a chest up there. It's actually in that window. I just looked up at it. I decided, you know what? Did I miss it down here? Did not miss it, but it's definitely up here. So do some cool strats to get up there. Build a stair, build a floor, build a stair, build a floor, and then you're up there. And I think I get a chug jug from this one. Yeah, I get a chug jug, and that definitely changed the tide of this game. So I'm just going to end this off with a pretty crazy battle at the end. It's insane, guys. I cannot believe I won. I had no building materials. 2 guys were shooting at me, and then one of them decided to shoot at the other guy. I was at 4 health, no building materials, end up using a med kit and killing the guy and dancing on him, of course. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.